Hello everyone, welcome to the Holmwood Foundation stream. My name's Theo, I'm one of the co-creators, writers and producers of the Holmwood Foundation. We've got a few people already saying hello in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are joined by an immense amount of people compared to the usual one guest we usually have. So please bear with us. It's going to be definitely shuffling around, trying to chat to people directly. But what we're going to do is we'll introduce everyone in turn, and then we will play the episode finale, and then let you guys go watch that, listen to that, and then we'll come back and do a big Q&A with everyone. So starting with Jackie, could you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I'm Jackie Callista, and I play the slightly evil sister.
Thank you, Jackie. And Michelle.
Hello, I'm Michelle Kelly. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Henry.
Thank you. And Rebecca, please.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Root, and I play Mina/Maddie.
Thank you, Rebecca. And Sam.
Hello, my name is Samuel Clemens, and I am the director of the Holmwood Foundation, and I also play Arthur.
And Basil, could you introduce yourself, please?
Of course. Hi, I'm Basil, and I have the pleasure of playing Tom Van Helsing.
Thank you, Basil. And Benji.
Hello, I'm Benji Clifford, and I am the sound designer for the Holmwood Foundation.
Thank you. And lastly, Georgia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Georgia, and I am the second half of the writing and production team of the Holmwood Foundation.
So that's us. That's the big gang. What we're going to do now is I'll put on the episode finale. I think some of you have been waiting and savouring it for this evening, so thank you for that. So we're going to play that now. Our team here will probably have a chat, or may even listen to the episode, whichever works for us. And then we'll come back and we'll have a chat about season 1 and about anything to do with Holmwood, really. Please, if you have any questions, put them in the chat and we can talk about those later. But in the meantime, enjoy the episode. And we'll see you when you get back. So see you very, very, very soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
You are listening to The Holmwood Foundation, Episode 7, To The Lighthouse. Content warning. This episode contains static, swearing, themes of possession/removal of bodily autonomy, and depictions of violence. Listener discretion is advised.
Mina, it's Maddie. We're pleased to know we finally reached Dover. It's not quite as terrible a walk as the moors, but a close second. We haven't heard from Arthur yet, so we're waiting for... Oh.
What is it?
It's the recorder button. It's stuck again. I can't actually tell if it's recording or not.
Well, won't need it for long, will we?
I suppose not. I hope not. Arthur can help keep us informed between blackouts.
On second thoughts, I'd rather rely on the damn recorder.
Arthur will take care of us, Jeremy. He's a good man. Well, just in case this is recording, we're currently sitting on a bench near the harbour waiting for Arthur. It's a nice view, at least. It's mistier than I expected. The ferry should have docked already.
Would you stop worrying? Please.
Oh, right, of course, because you're always so calm and collected. Jeremy, what do you think will happen next?
What do you mean?
When this is over? Once we get rid of the head?
Honestly, I don't know. First up the fucking Harkers to deal with, and don't think even they bloody know why they're here.
We can work on that together. Once this is all calmed down.
Right. Calm down.
Do you think they'll finally listen to us? The Foundation, I mean. If we explain everything, if we show them the danger they're in, even if there really is someone on the inside.
They won't listen to us.
Why not?
I might have severed that particular tie. I called them earlier. Well, not quite. Miss Swift rang me first, my father's head of security, on Tom's phone.
And?
And I told her to fuck off.
What?
She told me I could leave, go back to work as if nothing had happened, that they could pin all of this on you. Manipulating my poor fucking mental state.
Jesus.
As if I'd fucking do that to anyone, let alone... So, I called them back and I told them exactly where they could shove their help.
That's... You told the Foundation to fuck off?
Don't start. Yes, it was a stupid thing to do, I know.
No, I mean... Well, yes, maybe, but it was brave. And it couldn't have been easy. Thank you for standing up for me.
You're welcome.
And it's okay, because we've got other allies now. We have the Harkers. We have Tom and Arthur. We'll get the head away from the Foundation. Maybe we can find some way of putting it back where it was before, keeping it concealed. But then, that's how it's been for the last century, so we'd be right back where we started. Unless... What do you think?
Look at me. You're the one possessed by the Foundation's all-knowing founder. Don't you know?
Well, it's not like I can actually talk to her. I didn't even get to read her real diaries.
I have. Part of my indoctrination into the cause as a teenager. And Dad was very keen I read the truth with my own eyes. Or at least the typed version, before Bram Stoker got his hands on it. Nothing in them to explain what's happening to us. Or how exactly you avoid dying when these monsters keep coming at you every fucking day.
Got this far, haven't we?
Have you always been an optimist, Maddie?
Sort of. Hey, you called me Maddie.
Did I? Would you prefer it if I didn't call you?
No, it's okay. My friends call me Maddie.
Friends? Are we friends now?
Yeah, something like that.
Jesus Christ. Does Arthur expect us to just hang around for the rest of the day waiting for him to appear?
He's getting here as fast as he can. He can't exactly control customs. I could buy us some coffees. There's a little cafe back there, and I think I found some change in Tom's wallet earlier.
For the love of God, all I want in my life right now is a terrible coffee.
Then I shall get us some terrible coffee.
Wait, the Harkers. What if I switch while you're gone? Wander off somewhere?
Well, actually, I did have an idea about that. Roll up your sleeve.
What? Why?
Go on. Either sleeve. It doesn't matter which one.
Right.
Now, I know I felt it in here somewhere. Ah, yeah. Tom's girlfriend left a pen in her pocket. Now, write a message to Jonathan.
A message?
On your arm. Like a sticky note. So he doesn't go wandering off looking for me or Mina while I'm gone.
Right. Okay. Like that.
Stay where you are. If you get me hurt, you will be paying for damages. Sorry, but coming from you, that's far too polite. Here. There you go.
You know, I also would have accepted a fucking between me and her, too.
I'll get those coffees. See you in a sec.
All right, then. Hello?
Mr. Larkin? Or wait, is it Jonathan?
It's Jeremy.
I keep trying to get hold of Mads, but someone else always picks up. It was Mina Harker earlier.
Are you here yet?
Almost. Can I speak to my girlfriend?
She's not here.
Where is she? Is she okay?
She's buying a coffee.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're both safe then.
Safe? Do you have any idea what we've gone through this last week?
Maddie has given me some idea.
Some idea, indeed. You're the one who sent us scrambling to Dover.
I'm just doing what I can to help. I've not even been in the same country as you.
What about my father? This ridiculous idea that all this was his fault. I tried calling him. I tried damn near everything to get his attention, and now I'm fleeing his security team.
I'm sorry, it's been a world of a mess since the Westerner building collapsed. Honestly, he's been completely closed off, and I've been busy doing damage control. It's chaos. All those lives lost, hunting down the escaped thralls. I mean, it is interesting how they seem so drawn to the head.
Interesting?
Sorry, that was the researcher in me talking. What I mean is horrific. And I am truly sorry. If we'd known what the head was capable of, we would never have let it leave the Carpathians, let alone send it to Whitby.
Yes, well, you're bloody welcome to it. How long until you're finally here and we can end this?
I'm almost through passport control. 10 minutes, maybe? You're in the beachfront, right?
Yes.
Can you see a lighthouse from there?
Lighthouse. Yes, I can see one. So overlooking the harbour on the pier.
Meet me at the lighthouse and we'll figure out next steps. Can you tell Mads I said hello? Meeting Mina earlier, it really brought everything home, you know, just the extent of everything you've both been through. Look, I know we never quite saw eye to eye when we worked together, but I'm on your side, Jeremy.
Yes. Heard that quite a lot recently.
Just get it to me safely. And the head. We'll do what we can to help with your ghost problem once everything's cleared up.
Right, sure. One problem at a time.
Exactly. Well, I'll see you both at the lighthouse. Bye.
Wait, Arthur. You were there. At the Carpathian site when they dug up the head?
I was, yes.
You never made any indication it could do any of this? I mean, we have been chased by every fucking vampire from containment. It sent birds after the Harkers yesterday, crashed our fucking car.
Like I said, if we'd known even a fraction of what we know now, we'd have never have sent it out for containment.
Right. Yeah, right.
Goodbye, Mr. Larkin. I'll see you both soon.
Here you go. One coffee for Mr. J. Larkin. Or is it...
Still, Jeremy. Gonna have this damn message on my arm forever now.
I'll keep it. Might come in handy. Here you go. Careful, it's hot, but just as terrible as requested.
Oh, the worse the better. It's up from the recorder. Promise I didn't touch it.
Oh, yeah, it is. I think it's finally starting to break. It's strange.
What is it?
Mina. She left a message earlier today, and I can't stop thinking about it.
What did she say?
It's hard to make out, but she spoke with the head, I think. With Dracula.
She what?
She was trying to work something out about the head, about us being here. I think maybe she managed it, but we switched. And now the recorder's damaged. Oh, give me the phone. I want to try something.
What?
Just give me the phone, I'll show you. Just trying to find the conversation from this morning. There.
We're making a recording of a recording.
Yeah, just in case. If the Foundation recorder breaks, we'll lose everything we made over the last few days. And this is... well, just listen.
You only remain alive because I will it. If I wanted, I could have you torn limb from limb right now. You're right. You could, and yet you haven't. Why is that? Why is it you have let us come this far? Certainly, you are weaker than you were, but your attack on Thomas's car was more than enough to kill us. Why are we not yet dead? You live only by my choosing. I hold the reins. I control you. You're not clever enough for that. You never were. How dare you? You're planning something. You know something we don't. What is it? What have you done?
hell's that supposed to mean?
She thinks Dracula wants us alive, that he didn't actually want to stop us.
I didn't want to stop us. He sent birds and monsters after us.
I don't know if he did, actually. Not the monsters, anyway.
But Jesus Christ, Maddie, we both saw them.
We've been attacked, yes. But what if Dracula has less control over the thralls, the sister even, than we thought? What if his only real power comes from controlling animals?
What are you suggesting?
Every time we've been attacked by animals so far, it's because we've stopped moving, because we've stayed too long in one place. What if he never intended to kill us? What if he was herding us?
Herding us where? To London? When the birds crashed into us, were we supposed to turn back?
Possibly. We need to tell Arthur.
He phoned while you were in the cafe. Suggested we meet by the lighthouse on the pier over there.
What, the White Building?
Might actually be the best suggestion Arthur's made so far. My dad used to bring me here every year. Ah! Where the fuck did that come from? No! Fucking hell, they're dive bombing us!
We should go now.
Ow! Hit me!
Jeremy, come on!
Where are they going?
The lighthouse!
No!
It's blocked off.
Fuck!
I thought you said
It's been a long time since I was here last, okay? They must have closed it down. Did you see them?
No, there's too much fog. I barely see the water. It's getting thicker.
That's just what we need. Fuck off!
We need to call Arthur. Hold the recorder. Come on, Arthur. Come on. Pick up.
Hello?
Arthur, are you here?
Almost. I just left the customs queue. I don't like the look of this fog.
It's the head. It's doing something. We've just been attacked by seagulls.
I mean, that's not entirely unusual on the coastline.
Yeah, not this many.
Did you see that?
See what?
They're out there in the fog.
Oh, God. Look, we've reached the lighthouse on the pier, but it's blocked off from the public. There's a fence.
There should be a gap by the edge to the left. You can get through. I'll meet you there.
Fuck! It's a troll! Madeline, I just saw a troll!
We need to get out of here. If we're blocked in on the top of a pier...
Then we'll be in a better position to defend ourselves, defend the head. If he's sending creatures after you, what chances do you have running through them? Find somewhere sheltered. I'm coming to find you.
Right. No, yeah, you're right. Jeremy, come on. We can slip through this gap here. The fence might buy us some time.
What are we going to do? Push him into the harbour?
Oh, what other choice do we have?
Have you found the gap?
No, not yet.
God! There they are!
Here. Inside. Now.
Well done. I'm coming as fast as I can.
Please. Please hurry. Careful.
Stop to see where they close this fucking place.
Come on.
Fuck! Why did we think this was a good fucking idea?
What now?
Matt?
Arthur?
Matt! Maddie!
Oh, you made it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank God you're all right.
You too. I thought... how did you get here so quickly?
I stole a bike from the quay. Not ideal, but it was all I could think of.
What about the thralls? The gulls, they're still out there.
I didn't see anything. The fog's terrible enough.
They're still chasing us.
Quickly, give me the head.
Later. Now we have to run.
She's right, the head can wait.
Just stop and listen. Everything's fine. There's nothing out there, it's just the sea.
That makes no sense. We heard them.
You're stressed, both of you. The fog is playing tricks on you. You've been running, and you're both hurt. You need to stop and rest.
But we did hear the thralls and the seagulls. Why would they suddenly stop?
Maybe it's the ocean, you know? Vampires and running water.
I don't think that's quite...
No, whatever the reason, it's all going to be all right. I'm here. Now, about the head.
Don't look at me. I hate the damn thing.
I've got it.
Great. Hand it over. Maddie, don't make me ask again. I need the head. Come on, Mads, this is almost over.
Say that again.
Maddie, what is it?
Say what again? What are you talking about?
You said you need the head. You live only by my choosing. I hold the reins. I control you. What if I said no?
What?
What if I refused to give you the head? Would you try to take it from me?
I might if I was worried that you weren't in your right mind, which I kind of am.
That's what you want, isn't it? That's the only reason you're here. Jeremy, it's not your father. It's Arthur. You're the one behind all this.
Maddie, what the hell?
Oh, fuck.
That's what Mina worked out. Dracula's been herding us here to you. The Foundation, the need to run, that was all a lie to get us here, alone. That's why the creatures have stopped too. Why you chose the closed-off lighthouse. Does Mr. Harker even know we have the head? Why would he ignore his own son? It makes so much more sense.
Mads, come on.
Don't Mads me!
Look, you have no idea what I've been through trying to track down that head. After what happened at the Western Rebuilding...
What you've been through?
We almost bloody died.
I know that. And I was so relieved that you were okay. And when I learned that you had the head, I knew that we could make this right again. Put everything back on track. All he wants is to be whole again, and when he is...
Stop! Just stop!
I'm doing this for us, Madeline. For you.
For me!
To keep you safe.
Keep me safe? I've been chased around by monsters. I was impaled by a vampire on a train, and I don't even remember it happening. This was you, trying to keep me safe?
Yes. Do you have any idea what
Enough. Servant, reclaim me.
Give him to me.
No!
Madeline, let's go. Just run.
Where?
Away from here.
You can't run from us. You can't run from this.
Fuck! Can't see!
Hold my hand. We could get separated in the fog.
I'm here. I promise. Just go.
Alice, please come back. We can do this together.
Where are we? How is this still up here?
I don't know. I can't see. Oh, God, it's the thralls. They've got through the fence.
We could be anywhere.
Maybe we could slip past. This fog is so thick I can't even see where the water is.
There. Careful.
It hurts my leg. I feel like it's barely holding me up. I should have listened to you back in London. I should have.
You didn't know. How could we possibly have known?
See how they come at my call.
Jeremy, get behind me.
Get behind you?
I have the head. That's what they want. That's their master.
That is indeed so. There is only one way to survive this.
We're not doing anything you say.
Oh, what you already have. You brought me here. You delivered me. And now you will deliver me again. Would you prefer to die?
What if we throw you in the fucking sea? What then?
Then I shall be retrieved, and you will have no idea where to find me.
Madeline, give me the head. Give the head to me.
What?
Give it to me. Just get away from the pier. Get to safety.
You'll be torn apart.
I worked for that place for years. I'm the reason your fucking boyfriend went to Amsterdam. This is my fucking fault.
For fuck's sake, Jeremy, now is not the time for heroics.
Just let me do something good for once in my life, Madeline.
No. No, we do this together. We have to.
So be it. Death it is.
Madeline! Maddie!
Where is she?
I don't know. I don't... She was right here.
I always knew you were a coward. Believing her to those things?
You keep the fuck away from her.
Me? Keep away from her?
You let her trust you. You let her believe that you were on her fucking side.
I am on her side. You're the one who brought the thralls here. You're the one letting them chase you across the country.
You made her believe the Foundation was evil.
It is evil, inept and old. It thinks the only way forward is to keep things exactly as they've always been, acting as if we can contain Dracula.
Is that what it's told you? That damned head.
The head is mine.
No!
God, you're always the worst fucking boss. Always getting in my way, blocking my attempts to make progress. Well, now I make the decisions. At last. Master, can you hear me?
Oh, you're insane!
Says the man with a ghost in his brain. How's that going, by the way? So hard to have anyone trust you when you barely know who you are.
Did you do this to me?
Did I give you a mental breakdown? Cries Jeremy. You really are self-absorbed. Now let me pass.
No!
I won't hesitate to hit you again, you arrogant, miserable piece of shit.
Leave him.
What?
We have what we need.
I just need to find Matt.
My pets will take care of them both.
But you promised we'd both be safe. No, Master! I will reclaim you!
You're not having that bad!
It's fine!
Give it back!
Never! You don't scare me, Larkin!
Maddie? Maddie?
Matt?
Jeremy.
Dad?
Sir, we need you back in the van. This isn't safe.
Yes, thank you. I'm quite aware, Miss Swift. Please assist my son. Make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Mr. Harker?
Mr. Jones.
What are you... I mean, how did you...
We've secured a handful of assets across the pier. There may be more along the seafront.
Inform the port authorities. Given the sudden storm, I believe we have grounds to report a weather disaster. Keep any civilians away from the beachfront.
Sir. Mr. Harker, I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you.
Are you? If it weren't for an unexpected call from Thomas Van Helsing this afternoon, I wouldn't have even known you were here.
Tom! What did he say? Is he all right?
Just what the hell did you think you were doing? Going behind my back, rerouting my calls. You allowed me to believe that my son was dead.
I'm sorry, I should have told you what I was doing, but I saw an opportunity to retrieve the skull and I took it. There was so little time, and when it became clear how unwell Mr. Larkin and my girlfriend had become...
He's lying! He's fucking lying! He's in league with Dracula!
I'm sorry you have to see him like this, Mr. Harker.
Where is Miss Townsend?
I've got people searching for her now.
Well, make sure she's found. Jeremy, get up. You're coming with me.
He has the head. I don't know what he's fucking told you, but he's lying!
I do have the head. It's right here. It's safe. I understand things have spiraled somewhat, but...
We will discuss this back in London. Miss Swift, please see to it that the skull is properly contained.
But I found
it!
it!
Mr. Harker. Hand over the specimen, please, Mr. Jones. Why didn't you tell me what you were doing?
I had it under control.
Head. Now.
Wait! The head! It's dangerous! It's... Someone birds and animals and fuck knows what else. It's the reason for this damn fog, and it can talk.
The limbs have been displaying unusual activity, sir.
As I am only today learning. Yes, I know.
Oh, go on, Count. Say something. I know you fucking can. Say something!
It should probably be kept out of his reach, Mr. Harker.
I'm quite aware, Mr. Jones. You've caused quite enough damage already. I'd keep quiet if I were you.
Of course, I'm sorry.
However, I believe in this instance, removing the skull from my son's sight is the best course of action. We shall discuss this further back in London.
Specimen contained. The trucks are this way. Watch your step. We don't know what else is here.
Wait! Let us leave!
That is precisely what we are doing.
No. No, I'm not going. I refuse to leave without her.
Miss Swift.
Sir. With me, officer.
Get off me!
It's for your own good, Jeremy. Please do not cause a fuss.
This way, Mr. Larkin.
And you, Mr. Jones. I will require a full debrief back in London.
Sir.
Very good.
Ma'am, assets located in 4 separate locations across the pier and waterfront, all now secured.
Any civilian casualties?
We believe so. Assessing now.
Shit.
Madeline's still out there. What if she's been attacked?
As soon as we find her, Mr. Larkin, we'll bring her in. Right now, we need you to let us do our jobs.
No! No! She's lost. She could be hurt. She could be in the water. Have you checked?
Get in the van, Jeremy. Now.
No!
If I have to ask you again, you will be forced. We are going back to the office.
Mr. Larkin, inside, please.
Get off me!
Sit with him. Make sure he doesn't cause any more of a scene.
Sir.
This weather. I see someone. Down on the beach. Approaching now.
All right, go.
Is it her?
It does match the description.
Miss Townsend, stop right there.
Stay where you are, miss.
We've got her. Our radio.
Please, just let me go. I don't even have the hair.
This is Security Officer Taylor. We found Miss Townsend, awaiting orders.
Stand up, slowly. Raise your hands above your head.
I'm standing. Please.
What was that?
Could be a civilian. Go check it out.
Hello? Ma'am, this is a restricted area. I'm afraid you can't...
Little jailers! Captors!
You!
And you! Again! Everywhere I follow him, I find you!
Keep away from me!
Did I not warn you? Did I not explicitly say?
Please! I don't...
I warned you. I warned you. If we were to meet again, I would destroy you. Is your devotion truly so great that you risk death?
The devotion? Oh, wait, please, you don't understand.
Understand? I understand perfectly. You do not have the Count, yes? But I must have him. I must make the other servant fear for the consequences of his actions.
Servant? Wait, what? Jeremy, no, you have this...
Silence! I must send a message. And that message is you.
But we're not working for the Count. We're not his servants. We're trying to...
You have been listening to The Holmwood Foundation. Written and produced by Theo Chathui and Georgia Cook. In this episode, Madeline Townsend and Mina Harker were voiced by Rebecca Root. Jeremy Larkin and Jonathan Harker were voiced by Sean Carlson. Arthur Jones was voiced by Sam Clemens. Magdalena Swift was voiced by Candice McAfee. Dracula was voiced by Attila Puskas. Jonathan Harker III was voiced by Andrew Biss. The Sister was voiced by Jackie Kalista. Security officers were played by Peter Wicks, Brandon McCaffrey, and Benji Clifford. The episode was directed by Samuel Clemens. Script editing by Catherine Armitage. Sound design and engineering by Benji Clifford. The theme music was composed and produced by Duncan Muggleton, and the episode art was produced by Georgia Cook. The Holmwood Foundation podcast is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 International License. To view a copy of this license, visit creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0. With thanks to our Kickstarter backers: Charlie Joe Switzer, Lo Blank, J.R., Aria Drutting, Mars S, Flowermon, Cassie A, Lou, Prim Amazing, Laura Rivers, Russ from Taste the Pod of Dracula, Anna Devora, Rit J, Susie L, If, James Sylvester, William Carlyle, Agnes Monod Gayrod, What a Lot of Ocelots, Emma Steen, Jiggett, Joe Link, Van Helsingstein, Cursed Space Otter, Lee Gallagher, Anne Vaught, Lychee, Kirsten, Elizabeth Tarsky, Vilma A, Chris Handforth, Not Your Housekeeper 98, Starry-Eyed Astronaut, Nicholas Votter, Kiara Gildia, Gabriella G, K Small Moon, Tanzina Islam, Alex Claman, Evan Jones, Nigel McKeon, Space Modulator, Julia Rankine, Joshua Rapier, Janelle, Fiona Clare, Maxie Frolicker, Christian Markham, Jennifer Smith, Bram Hubbard, Sirius Sandra, David Ploskonka, without whom this episode could not have been made.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you
Hey.
enjoyed the episode. Hello. So in case you're just joining us, hi, I'm Theo and I'm one of the co-creators of the Holmwood Foundation, and I'm joined today by all these wonderful people, too many people, today on our stream who were part of making season 1 of Holmwood, which is now complete. Which is crazy, and it's all thanks to everyone on this stream and all of our other cast and crew who aren't here today. Thank you so much. I do actually have a little video from Sean that I'll play at the end. He did a lovely little thank you video for us because he couldn't make it today, so I'll just add it to the end of the stream. But you can watch it on YouTube as well. It is on our YouTube channel. But yes, we will have a talk about Holmwood. How do you guys feel about the end of the season before we go into questions? Like, are you excited? Like, what's the vibe, I guess is what I'd like to ask. I know Rebecca's just finished listening to it, so Rebecca, what did you think of the episode?
Yeah, I loved it. It's sort of, I was going to say edge of your seat, but it's sort of edge of the pier, isn't it, as well? Edge of the harbour arm. Great, really great. I mean, I can't wait to find out what happens in season 2. And that's the mark of good writing and a good hook to get us into the next run. So congratulations, guys! It was great. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But again, we couldn't have done it without everybody else. So again, thank you for joining us, because you can have great writing, but without a team to help realize the vision, it wouldn't be anything like what it is today. So we have a few questions for everybody and a few questions for specific people that people put in the Discord. If you have any other questions as well, please add them to the chat and I can scroll through and try to find them while we're talking. But I think what we'll do, I'm trying to think of what do you think the best way of doing this is. We have a few questions for a few different people. Should we do the questions for everybody first, do you think, and then do specific ones?
We could do the questions that we ask everyone on our stream to the people that we haven't asked them to, and then we can go slightly more personalised.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, well, with that in mind, so Michelle is brand new to our stream today. Hello, Michelle.
Hello.
So this is your first time joining us, as it is with Sam and Benji. So I'll pick on them in a second. So you won't just be the only one to pick me.
Not just me.
Not just you, I promise. So Michelle, can you tell us how you got the role of Henry? Do you remember what the process was like?
Do I? Yeah, I think that you can stop me if this anecdote is entirely incorrect. As I recall, I saw casting on I was about to say Blue Sky, but it was in the before times, so it was a bit on Twitter, I think.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And it was pretty much read some lines, fill out a form, apply for some stuff. And I think I applied for 2 characters, actually, 2 different ones. And as I remember, I got a DM on Twitter from yous being like, we tried to email you and it bounced.
That is what happens.
Did you misspell your email address in the form? And I was like, I may have. Here's my email address. And then I thought, if they cared enough to hunt me down, that might bode well. But I'm not going to assume anything until the email comes through. And then, sure enough, I got an email offering me the bell. So yay! I'm very glad you made the effort to track me down after I foolishly misspelled my own email address. It was very good of you.
To a rejection, that would have been.
Imagine if you had, and you were like, "Oh, good. Now we can email you to say no."
Yeah, that's actually true. Because I think I still, frustratingly, I think the incorrect email address still pops up occasionally if I want to email you, and I'm like,
oh,
need to remove that. That's stupid. I know which one's the correct one. We really loved your audition, and it was like your enthusiasm, because we see Henry as this very warm, very sweet, very energetic and curious character, and the audition piece is her kind of complaining about being at this hen do, and yet you still made it sound like you were having a good time. And something about that for me was like, yeah, that works. It just works for me.
Yeah, she really strikes me as like a character who like sees the amusement and like the joy in things even when they're not super fun. I really love the way that she is like, let's do more research on creepy hand, and it's just always going in with enthusiasm even when that doesn't make a great deal of sense. And I think that's an attitude you need sometimes to get through the hard times, so I love that about her.
I know quite a few women in STEM, and they're all like that. So I felt like it was a good representation. When I used to work for the Lancet, so many of them had been in research, and so many of them were like massive D&D nerds who wore dinosaur dresses and were just so enthusiastic about everything they did. I was just like, nope, that's Henry. There she is, right there. So yeah, thank you for embodying that with your voice. It was very, very, very happy to have you.
Thank you.
So the next question for you: do you have any history or previous knowledge of Dracula before joining Holmwood?
Oh yeah, I think I read it when I was 13, 12, fairly young, and I was just immediately obsessed. Like I was little baby goth. And I was like, hell yeah, there's vampires, there's sexy vampire wives, there's heroics, there's a cowboy. Like, what's not to love? It's such a wild book, and I just immediately was like really hooked on it. I love the characters, I love their relationships, I love the story. I love how the sort of common conception of Dracula is it's like a scary gothic story, and like not to say it isn't, but it's also like a madcap adventure. And I love that, and I think people don't often remember that about Dracula. And like, I love that this audio drama really captures the like wacky adventure action side of it as well. And yeah, as you all know, and any other audio drama fans might know, I'm also playing Mina in a different Dracula audio drama adaptation, which is coming out soon, which is Dracula 2004. So yeah, it's the year of Dracula for me. It's all coming back to when I was a teenager. Teenage me was very happy to know I'm doing all of these fun Dracula adaptations.
Teenage me would also be super excited I was doing a Dracula thing. So yeah, so it feels good. It's nice to go full circle with these things.
It feels so good to know that teenage you would be pleased with where you've ended up, even if it was not where they expected.
Oh no,
I think.
absolutely not what they expected, but very happy still, I think.
100%.
So we'll ask these questions as well to Benji and Sam. So let's start with Sam. So Sam.
Yes.
We've got, and this is the same with directing as well. Could you tell us a bit of the process about how you got the role as Arthur and how you became our director? What you remember of the process?
I think it's because I know and have worked with you two in the past. We did. We've done quite a few stories. We worked for another company called Big Finish Productions and directed a lot of Doctor Who and actually, it wasn't me directing in this; it was me acting in a series called Gallifrey, and I was playing a bit of a nasty piece of work called Mantis, who I loved. I'm still devastated is not returning. And you guys wrote for I can't remember which episode now because we had so many of them over the years.
We've both written for Gallifrey War Room, so it's that. It's the spin-off after the one you're in.
Yeah, exactly. So it was on.
Yeah.
So it was from that, and I think we met through that, and then I've been directing. I directed War Room, and then the second War Room, and your wonderful scripts from there, and we obviously got on well, and I loved your writing. Thought you guys were brilliant. And then when you came to me and you said we've got an idea, and you very kindly offered it to me to helm and direct, which I was very humble with, still am, and really flattered still today that you asked me, and I'm really proud of what we've created since then, and because I think it's very different. I think it's really interesting. It's very different, and it feels a very unique take on Dracula. And the same probably goes for playing Arthur. I think you said, "Oh, we also have a character for you. Don't worry, you're going to direct, but we do have a character for you." And I wasn't even worrying about that, but I was like, "Oh, this is like it's a total bonus. This is another cherry on top." And for those of you that have just obviously listened now, when we started this, I didn't know where it was going. Started. Theo and Georgia like to keep us guessing and drip feed us little nuggets of information, but we don't necessarily get the full picture to begin with, which is great because then you're learning as you're going. So yeah, that's how I. Unless there's anything else I've missed.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. I think we were like, Sam has such a nice voice. He sounds like such a lovely, lovely chap. Let's let's have him play the worst man.
Thank you. Well, in the last, I suppose, 5 to 10 years of my life, I definitely have ended up playing bad guys. That's kind of, I think, where my casting has moved to, from maybe nicer characters before. But
Is
yeah,
that
but
more fun for you though?
oh, so much more fun because you can kind of, you're let off the hook, and you can really you can play a lot more with the other actors that you're working with. You can push the boundaries a bit. You can test it, and which I think is fun. You can be really nasty and see what comes back, and then there becomes like a bit of a. I think acting, when it's at its best, is like a spar. It's like sparring. It's like boxing or something like that. It's you know the moves. You rehearse them, and then once you get in the ring, it's never that clean. It's quite messy, but it's so responsive to each other. And I think that if you can do that, it's great. And so I feel like with when you're playing a bad guy, you kind of have a bit of free reign to punch below the belt. You can do that in a way, like from an audio perspective, and see what happens, see how it stirs it up a little bit. So it frees you a little bit from being maybe, I don't know, more, I don't know, you might be, I mean, I always think you've got to be the lawyer for your character. Do you know what I mean? You've got to defend them to the hilt, like however awful they are, they have a good reason why they're behaving that way, and you've got to find a positive reason for why they're doing what they're doing. So and that's sometimes hard, but yeah, no, I love playing bad guys. I think it's a lot more, I don't know, a lot more playful, let's say.
And in terms of any connections or knowledge of Dracula before Holmwood, what I know bits and pieces about. Obviously, you have Captain Kronos with your dad's work, but what about vampires and Dracula in general for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just a huge sort of cinephile. I was the kid that I mean, I suppose, I don't know, I was glued to the TV, but for films. I loved films, and there was never a film club or anything when I was growing up. There was nothing like that whatsoever. So and there was no sort of any credence given to it that it was going to be a profession, or that there was any use or I don't know, value in watching films or being enthralled by stories. And so I can't remember what the first Dracula I watched. It might have been one of the Hammer horrors. It might have been a Christopher Lee, possibly. But I've since, I've seen the Bela Lugosi. I've never read it, which is terrible. It's a terrible admission to make. But I think I've watched so many versions of the film. I was like, of the story, and I always, whenever there's a new incarnation, I'm always intrigued, because I think it's dark, it's dangerous, it's kind of sexy, it's violent. You never know what it's going to quite be. And because again, my dad, because he was a writer for Hammer Horror, I grew up watching quite a few of those films, and he showed me quite a few of the Hammer films at the time. I also, I think for my generation, probably the big one was probably the Francis Ford Coppola one, which is obviously, has problems with it. But I do think Gary Oldman is still quite extraordinary as Dracula in that adaptation. That always stayed with me, because I just thought he was, what a performance. But I love stories, but I like horrors, I like vampire films, and I like when they change something. With Captain Kronos, what was interesting, and I remember Dad showing this very young, was that he changed the myth that vampires could, the way that there's as many species of them as anything else. So the way their methods and motives and the way you can kill them can be completely different, which kind of blew the doors of what you could do in that. But and ever since watching early Hammer movies and vampire movies, it's just interesting to see what people do different with it. And I think what you guys have done with this is so different and so interesting, and having such an enormous gap between the novel to now and making it now is just so interesting, that you could jump that length of time between the novel and now, and it still work and make sense and be totally intriguing and so modern and relevant as well.
Thank you. No, that's really cool. Something we really just wanted to do was try and be very faithful to the book, but bring it into modern day and what that would look like, but without it being an adaptation. Because there are so many adaptations. So yeah, I think that was our main plan. Georgia may correct me, Georgia, always please do correct me if I ever say something like no.
At the time, the big podcast that had just happened was Re Dracula, and I think we didn't want to tread on Re Dracula's toes at all. Like even with our casting, we were like, okay, if we have anyone that was in Re Dracula, we ask Re Dracula first, and we wanted to make sure that we were making our own thing. So that was also quite a motivation.
So, let's have a look at these questions. I guess, yeah, I think it's the same questions really for Benji. So again, because you're new to the stream, Benji, how did you get the role of sound engineer and sound designer? I'm imagining it's very similar to to Sam's.
Yeah, it's a similar story, isn't it? I mean, we've both Theo and Georgia. I've known you both for quite a long time now.
Yeah,
all of us again, like Sam. I am a Big Finish guy through and through. I've been working for Big Finish Productions now for way over a decade, which is slightly scary. We make great audio dramas. Do check them out. But I think I met you both at a convention. Actually, I was there with Big Finish, and I think this is so boring. It might have been at the so boring at the Gatwick Aurora. I seem to remember. I know that Theo was definitely at the Gatwick Aurora.
I think I met you a very long time ago, back in a previous regeneration, and we were friends then. But yeah, I think
definitely, yeah.
So like,
but we've known each other for a long time, and I think it's one of those natural things that we just when projects came up, I think it was we gravitated towards each other, and you approached me, and I'm very grateful that you did. It's nice to do. I love doing different things and doing things that, as someone, I make a lot of Doctor Who, and so it's nice to be asked to do things that aren't Doctor Who sometimes. And as I love a bit of horror as well, so it's even nicer as to when you get approached to do something like this, which isn't just horror, but also is kind of. I was saying to Sam in a phone call, it's kind of it's shaking up the genre a little bit. And when you get asked to do something that's a little bit different like that, it's a joy to do. So, yeah, I sort of fell into it. I'm very grateful that I did.
I think if I remember rightly, I turned around to Georgia and said, "Benji likes horror." I think that was literally the beginning of the conversation. Was like, "Well, we've got
Sam. Was it. That was
Sam
your
likes horror. Benji likes horror. We'll reach out to them first because we already knew you had in both cases it was you both have an affiliation with Gothic horror." So if anyone's going to enjoy the project, it'll be you two, and we already know you. So if you're going to say no, that's fine, but we could ask. And you both immediately, first people we asked, both went, yeah, sure, yeah, happily do it. And we're like, oh, okay. Oh no, that's real now. Oh, gotta actually make the thing.
But I think it does. I think it does. When you get asked to do things by people, I think it helps that you're both really lovely people. And I think that when you get approached to do something, it's like, well, of course, I'd love to work with you both. Like it's nice to be able to do that. It's nice to be able to work with you. So I think it was a joy. It's a joy to be involved.
And I guess
it's an easy yes, isn't it, Benji?
An easy yes. Yes, that's exactly it.
Thank you so much. Okay, and I guess your affiliations with Dracula then, Benji. What's your thoughts? How do you feel about Dracula?
Ooh.
I feel like you're.
Opinion.
I got this feeling about you.
I don't know. I don't think I have opinions. I mean, my background with Dracula. I mean, I remember this is terrible. I remember at school we read Dracula, and I was kind of not that interested at the time, but only because I wasn't that interested in really. If I'm one of those people, if they sit you down and they're like, "We're going to read this," I'm kind of like, I'll read anything else other than that because you're telling me to read that. But I really love old films and old TV as everybody who knows me knows. So when it comes to watching films, it's the Hammer horror films. I just love that. They're so classy and so funny and fun and sexy and different. And so I grew up with those. I think Hammer fans will hate the fact that my favorite of those is Dracula Prince of Darkness, which people think is rubbish because Dracula barely speaks, and it's almost a weird kind of, not a silent film, but there's not a lot going on, but I love it. It's just so so brilliant and so cheap. But
The one where Christopher Lee refused to say any lines. He was in it, but he wouldn't.
yeah, he's like in it, but like not. He's just sort of brooding and going around, and people, people end up meeting unfortunate ends. But I love it. I love it, and I've watched it so many times. It's a beautifully shot film, and there's only so much you can do. I think, on the Hammer horror budgets, but they pull it together. But I love all of that. I love, I think there is something quintessential about, especially British horror. And the things that they were doing in the 70s as well, and I think that's when I think of Dracula, I think of that really over the top kind of gothic thing. So when you get a project like this where it's very different and it's taking Dracula and it's kind of tearing up the format and doing something different, I think that's when you can really do interesting things.
Well, thank you so much. Okay, so now it's time to, I think, try and get everyone to answer some questions and try and get some more inclusion. So I'm going to ask a silly question first, just to kind of lighten the mood. So I'm going to ask, if you worked at the Holmwood Foundation, what would your job be? So let's start with, I think, Jackie, if you're okay. Jackie is there on the call.
Yes.
So if you worked at the foundation, what would your job be? So
I'm always interested in.
Go on.
Sorry, go on. I'd always be interested in playing security guards, but the problem is they seem to all be dying in this podcast, so I'm a little hesitant.
I mean, you're also the one killing them, which makes it even funnier.
Well, that's the conflict. I have two wolves inside me, and
one wants to be security, and the other wants to kill security.
the other one wants to eat security. It's difficult.
It's good. It's good. It's a good answer though. I can see it. I can see it. Okay. I don't know. Did we ask you this one, Rebecca, last week? I don't think we did.
I feel like we did.
You wanted to be archivist.
I think you did, yeah. And I think I wanted to be an archivist, which is kind of coincidental because I play an archivist.
Very good.
And I think it was because I something in my kind of need to organize things, and and I'm curious, and so archivist, please.
Okay.
Sign me up.
Archivist. Basil, if you're okay to go next, what would you take on? Obviously, Tom wouldn't ever dream of working for the foundation ever.
Absolutely not.
But what about you?
Do you know what? I think I run their social media. Turn that place around.
You don't want to do that.
Get some
with everything going on.
There. It'd be great. You just bury the Whitby disaster under some like cheesy,
get them on TikTok.
Influencer stuff. It'd be great.
Get Johnny 3 on TikTok.
Yes, this is it. This is what we need. Just him down the barrel talking in memes. Ugh. That's all it needs. All that place needs.
I love it. Okay.
100%.
Well, make a note of that, guys. Anyone who wants to do fan art of that, please do. Michelle, what about you?
I had kind of a similar answer actually. I think I'd love to say I'd be a scientist, but I think I'd actually want to be like PR. I'd want to be on barking into 6 phones at once, sorting out all of the PR disasters. Like, okay, here's the statement. Here's what we're going to cover up. The new cover up. We need to cover up. Like, that'd be me. I'd love that.
All I can think about.
I thrive in chaos.
I think of the thick of it. That's what I'm imagining. But it's just
right. I want to be Malcolm Tucker for the Holmwood Foundation. Yes.
You've heard it here first. Okay. Sam, what about you?
Oh gosh, I feel like I'd be the guy that's fiddling around with the recorder, and making them like we think it's a normal recorder, but it's not a normal recorder. Given my character, that's probably where I'd live, in some sort of espionage, dark web version, underground version of the Holmwood Foundation. I don't know, or Thrall Patrol,
Thrall Patrol.
That's the spin-off.
Yeah, that's the spin-off.
What about you, Benji?
I'm trying to think of the safest jobs with the highest level of mortality. I think nobody. I think making the tea Nobody wants to attack anybody that makes the tea, right? Because they make the tea. The only other thing in the realms of the Holmwood Foundation, I'm thinking the safest possible job is just working behind the phones, because it seems apparently if you can just be the automated call voice for the Holmwood Foundation, you are untouchable.
I am living it.
That's it. You're gonna live forever.
See, I said to Theo, I want to be the secretary at the London building. And he said, oh, so you'd be Jeremy's PA. And I've never noped out of a fake job so far.
God, that is a man you would not want. You would not want to.
Such a bad boss.
Yeah, I think realistically, I think I'd also be call center guy. I would just. I mean, I did it in the actual audio as well. It's just like, oh, the Holmwood Foundation, how can I help? Oh, you have this issue, because obviously with the Holmwood Foundation, they do actually have a normal business on top of the vampire business. So, you know, you could just be any old Joe Blogs just doing a normal call center stuff. You would never know.
You just work for the charity section, then you don't deal with vampires, and you're fine.
I'll see you at the office on Monday, Fia.
Exactly. We did have a long conversation about would the Holmwood Foundation have charity shops once, which amused me so much, because, you know, like is it Anthony Perkins? Like, we're thinking about other charities that are big enough to have their own charity shops, and I was like, yep, give Holmwood Foundation charity shops. I work in those.
God, can you imagine how depressing that place would be, though?
Yeah.
Like, oh God, no.
So depressing.
I love a charity shop.
I love a charity shop, but there are tiers, aren't there, of like great charity shops and very depressing charity shops.
Well, Benji, you could work in the gift shop, the Holmwood Foundation gift shop. Yeah.
Would you like your head wrapped?
Oh, gosh. See if we've got any comments in the chat. Someone said Johnny 3 on TikTok is noted. I'm a bit scared, actually, is what that means. Yes. Very good.
He could do that trend that came up where it was like older people at like historical sites showing people around in meme speak, where they clearly don't know what the meme speak they're saying is. Viral.
Please don't. Don't know if my brain can handle
I love those videos. Please.
So good.
Please do it.
The English heritage ones. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the guy.
Good.
He's good. He's great.
Okay, so next question. Georgia, do you want to do any of the questions, or do you want me to do the questions?
Yes, I can. I have it up. You were doing such a good job.
I feel bad. I was like just trying to keep everything balanced, make sure everyone is okay.
It's all good. So we have another general one for everyone. What has been your favorite moment for your character so far?
Shall we pass it around to different people?
Yes. I shall bounce the ball to Basil. What has been your favorite moment of Tom so far?
For Tom, it's tricky because I like it when he gets to be a little shit and just say something for the sake of saying it. I think the one where they're kind of all threatening Dracula with baseball bats and stuff, and there's a really fun scene because everyone in that scene is just incredible. So yeah, I do like the ones where he gets to be a bit funny. But then there's also that really sweet moment he has with Jonathan in the bedroom where they're just kind of having a little heart to heart, sort of in the middle of all the absolute chaos. So yeah, I'm kind of torn between those two, I think, but that kind of sums him up pretty well.
I love him interacting with Johnny, where he's like, "Is Jeremy all right in there?" And you see how he actually feels about his cousin. That's really sweet.
Yeah, it's true.
I will go with Michelle.
Oh, it's a hard one because I feel like Henry's still quite out of the loop on a lot of things.
She's in the end of a lot of phones at the moment.
Yeah. She's having her own little adventure, and she doesn't know what she's wrapped up in quite yet. But I honestly really loved performing when the hand finally moves, attacks her boss right in front of her, and she does not care at all how the good doctor is doing. She's like, "It moved, yeah, let's go." I felt like that just really epitomized who she is and like her her like devotion / obsession / fixation on her work to a fault. And I like that because she's a pretty fun, cheery character. She doesn't know how much shit she's in yet, but there is that slight dark, slightly effed upness. Oh, you said it very loud to swear. Fucked upness. Of Henry, that she's just a little bit too concerned with getting results over people's safety in a way that I really enjoy. So I like that scene a lot.
We'll take this moment to give a shout out to the wonderful David Alt who plays Dr. Lake, because his reaction to Henry being completely like fine with him being scratched is just one of the funniest things I've ever listened to. Henry is so funny. Like if I listen to it now, I still laugh. It's very good.
I love David. I've performed with him quite a few times, and I was sad that we didn't get to be on the same call to record that scene, because I know we would have had great fun. But it was fun hearing it together afterwards.
Unfortunately,
he's great.
I think he does a lot of iSync recordings because he's just always all over the place.
Yeah.
I think I want to say he was in Indonesia when he was recording some of it.
Yeah, that sounds like him. Yeah.
He's very, very good. Hopefully, we see if we can get him next time.
Podcast royalty.
Absolutely.
Okay, who's next?
Jackie, what has been your favorite moment for the sister so far?
I think that I have used this before in the live stream, but I absolutely love that train scene. It was wild. It was so crazy, and there's nothing quite like pretending to run when you are recording from inside a soundproof box. really get those acting chops there. But yes, what a fun scene. I love coming right out of the gate and murdering people. There's nothing quite like that.
With such a good like character introduction. Just like, oh yeah, no, there she is.
Yep. Hello, everyone.
She will remain at this level for the entirety.
Exactly. And I don't like chewing up the scenery at all, so that's
it's a very subtle character.
Yes, no, just very gentle, a little naif in the woods. You know how it is. Yeah, that's my scene. I love that scene.
Rebecca, I think again we asked you this last week. I'm so sorry we recycled some questions, but
no worries. I particularly liked Mina giving the Count a good dressing down, as it were, and giving him a jolly good ticking off. So I did love that, because you sort of think, wow, in life with full faculties, you would not mess with Mina. So I loved that. I also enjoyed Mina grappling with Tom's supercar, and what button does what, and how does this thing actually work? So that was a lot of fun, and I loved some of the Maddie stuff. I loved some of those moments with Jeremy where, obviously, so much of her journey is with Jeremy, but the moments where they kind of do a 180 from absolute at each other's throats to kind of almost sincerity and something like companionship or friendship, especially in that final episode that we just heard, where she said, "Oh, my friends call me Maddie," and he said, "Oh, does that mean I'm your friend?" And she said, "Well, something like it." And it was nice. It was kind of like she wasn't being snarky, but she wasn't also saying, "Yeah, of course, let's hug it out, bro." She was saying.
He has been pretty awful to her for most of their journey. I think she's allowed that reservation.
Yeah. So those sort of moments, and obviously the poetry discourse in last week's episode was great. Sort of the dissection of Philip Larkin and his opus, which was lovely.
I think we're still quite sad. We that scene, for those who don't know, we originally had Sean quoting a Philip Larkin poem, but the estate didn't get back to us. so we couldn't include it.
Oh.
But you know, hopefully one day they will get back to us, and maybe we can record like or show the extended version with the scene in maybe or something.
This is where next week we get the email and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, sure, that's all good," and we're
We've
like,
released it now. We've edited it. But no, it's such a lovely scene, both ways. But his performance for the poem was beautiful. So yeah. Right.
That's a state for you.
Yeah. We were so good. We went through all of the right avenues, but it's just we didn't do it in time.
Well, I think we gave them quite a lot of time because we had the poem in this for a while.
Yeah. Oh well.
Public domain.
Sam.
Sorry, Sam. You go.
Gosh, well, I just want to say one of my favourites of Maddie's was when she finally loses her shit with the.
Yes, I was going to say this.
She just goes, right, I have had enough of you. And it was just great. That really, I love that, Rebecca. It was fantastic. I mean, there was everything, all the moments you're talking about, the sensitivity, I love all those bits. But it was just really nice to finally go, I've just had enough, you know. You know, does she say fuck in that one? I can't remember, but there's one point which do you say it at one point, Rebecca? I can't remember now. But with Jeremy,
I think
the strongest is blood. I think I get to say a bloody, don't I?
I know you call the farmer a git. That's like
I think there were some Rebecca-isms in there because I remember editing it. I think Rebecca, you were asking permission. You were like, Can I say it like this? Can I say that? And everybody's just like, absolutely, yes, please.
Please.
No, I'll find it eventually, but I have written
I
down.
know, I can't remember. I probably will.
Theo's looking through the swear Bible.
I did write down at some point in the last couple of days the swear count for everyone. I still don't know where I put
Which is probably 99% Jeremy.
Now the finale's out, I can confirm. I think it was 153 swears for Jeremy. I think Maddie got 4 Fs, and I think 3 of those were stabbing the fraud in the first episode, which I think she's allowed to swear if she stabs a fraud with a tent peg. And I think there is one other one, but I can't figure out where it is. But if I can remember where I put the actual list, that would be useful. But come back.
I'm sure some of the listeners will
know.
put comments that mention it in the comments below, and someone's going to find out, and we'll be typing away saying it was in episode 3, scene 10, whatever. We love you, listeners.
Yes. Thank you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So thank you. Sorry. You asked what was my favorite scene as Arthur.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to detour. There's too much of Rebecca's amazing performance we didn't get to talk about. So because Arthur's heart, he's in the wilderness for a long time. He's on the
he's like Henry. He's on the end of a lot of phones. Yes. Because we were keeping you at arm's length for various reasons, not showing.
Well, I obviously have to say, I think this last scene was probably, or this last second half of finally the meet, and it lovely things, on the phone. But it was so nice to sort of have a final meeting. But I think that when that turn was with him and Jeremy, that was a lot of fun.
We've had a lot of very fun memes come out of that final confrontation. Everyone is very disappointed in Arthur. We had two camps of listeners, people who were convinced that Arthur was completely on the level, he was going to help, it was someone else was going to be the villain, and then some people who clocked Arthur straight away, and then sort of the camps slowly turning either way until we come to watch.
I'm very sorry. Yeah, he's a...
Benji, I suppose, well, you do play a character. Thank you very much for being a security guard in the final scene. What was your favourite scene? Did you have a favourite scene to create? One that you really liked how it came out?
there's so many great moments, and it's very hard to choose when you're putting it all together. I mean, favorite bits for me, I think, anytime we've got Jackie screaming and attacking people is always hilarious and so much fun. And it's just so, in a weird sort of way, when the characters are relaxing when you're working, if the characters aren't relaxing, then you're stressed. So maybe my favorite stuff is when everybody's having quiet conversations. I don't know, but I think a scene that I didn't enjoy making, but I certainly enjoy listening to is the train scene, because that was so much going on. Not just in the scene, like logistically, like working out where everybody is.
Yes, the movement around the train, which Sam shows that.
Yeah, and working out, like if you're holding like a microphone, then you've got to have everything happening around the person, and then so if microphones are being dropped or moved around, you've got to react to that. And the scene was so difficult that me and Sam, we sat on a very long Zoom call together and just worked through it to try and finesse it. It's a real technical kind of, yeah. You have to think of it that way, and also convey information to the audience, because what we're doing, especially for doing, where it's kind of we're doing found footage, so you've not got the luxury of like very rich audio sound where you can really, you've got to somehow convey it, but in a way that's not too blatant. You don't want people doing the other thing, which is saying, I'm just going to go walk over here and pick up this head, that's on the floor. But yeah, for that, I just think it was, everybody got.
We'll use them in it. I was going to say, in the Jackie performance, massive shout out to Benji Wright, who plays Incredibles, who is they're so good. And I just love how she'd just send us voice notes, like, they sound like this, and then just do the voice, and like, it's terrifying. It's like, kind of like a fox, but not a fox, and definitely more human. Like, where do their lungs sit? Like, how does...
Yeah, it was really... I remember it was definitely the longest scene.
Terrifying. It's Becky. Absolutely Becky. Yeah. Wonderful. Yes. Thank you, Becky. Yes, we love working with Becky. She's so good. Yes. Have we asked everybody? I think have we asked everyone that question? Apart from us? Georgia, do you want to talk about your favourite scene? I feel like I think I know one of your favourite scenes, because we just a shout out for the one from Andrew Biss, because the phone call he has with Tom is one of the... It's so good because it's so funny, because you've been waiting for so long to hear Johnny 3's voice, and he's absolutely terrifying. And Tom is so like nonchalant about calling his uncle, but we finally hear this like horrendous voice, and then you find out that he thinks his son is dead, and still doesn't really seem to, like, his whole like demeanor is still so stoic. You're like, this guy's a bit... is he
so
alright?
good.
I think any moment where the Harkers interact is sort of favourite for me, whether that's in the car or on the train. They deserve it. They're having a tough time as well, just like Jeremy and Maddie, but they don't get to actually interact very often, just because of the situations that they're in. I think it's very sweet when they do get to interact. Actually, probably try to connect over, the many years they were apart. So I love them. And okay. Would you like to do the next question as well, Georgia, or would you like me to take over? So the next question we have, actually, I think we'll skip that one and we'll go to the next. I think it's probably more fun. My question to the whole group would be, what do you most hope for season 2? And I think we'll start with Jackie. I forgot about that. Okay, cool.
It's because originally, I think we had Johnny 3 introduced quite a bit earlier. He was.
Can confirm. He's in next season. She was like, no more of this. That next tagline is Madcaps Adventures and Horrors season 2.
Thank you. Yes, for helping. Yeah.
What about you, Basil?
I'm just kind of excited to see what happens with everybody. Kind of hoping that other characters don't interact as much, get to kind of interact with each other, so we sort of see a bit of different dynamic stuff happening. I also hope that Tom doesn't get killed off in between seasons in some horrific accident. So be in season 2, I'll be happy. That'll be nice. I'm just excited to see how it goes. Really, super psyched.
Okay. What about?
Just your little opening spiel just starts with, and Tom and Henry died in an accident. You are listening to series 2 of the Holmwood.
What about you, Sam? What are you hoping most for? I know, Rebecca, you answered this last time, but any other thoughts since we spoke last week on what you hope most for season 2? Noted.
Tom and Henry had to return to their home planets.
But everyone comes under the spell and thrall of Dracula, and my plan has succeeded. No, I don't know. What am I hoping for?
And Benji, I think your last. What do you hope most for in season 2? Okay. Cool. Very cool. Interesting. Okay, I think we have two. One of the questions is for us, so I think maybe we'll answer that one very briefly before we move on to the next one. So we were asked, is there one word hint you can give us about what happens next?
Well, I hope Mina gets to drive some more 21st century tech.
Georgia, would you like to reveal the one word?
Yeah. I hope she gets to give some cranky old git of a farmer a jolly good.
Here we go. You heard it here first. We were also asked a question, which was a last-minute question from me and Georgia as well. Do you have a fan favourite theory or theories that you saw as season 1 was releasing? And my favourite is that Jeremy's a clone. Saw that a lot. People thought Jeremy was a Jonathan Harker clone, that the Foundation had been cloning Jonathan Harker, which I thought was great. Trying to think if there's any others that were just wonderful. Trying to think if there was any that we can talk about that we liked. It's true. But yeah, thank you for that. That's awesome. We actually have, I guess, one more everyone question, which is, do you have a favourite character that isn't your own? Who is it and why? And I guess we'll start with Benji, because obviously you don't have a character that isn't a security officer. Do you have a favourite character in the show? Yes, absolutely. Yes. DJ Derek. Very specifically DJ Derek. Okay. Rebecca, what about you? Favorite character that you're not playing? Very good. I like that. What about you, Sam? Yeah. Okay. What about you? So me. Okay. No, yeah, it's definitely me. The call center guy who just doesn't hear anything. Okay. What about you, Michelle? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And what about you, Basil? Thank you. Okay. Well, I think it's probably time to end because it's quite late. And so I think, unfortunately, having 8 people on the stream is causing a few internet issues. So I think it's probably the best place to leave it, and I can then put the call we've got online so that everyone can still see it. But I think everyone has been really having a nice time in the chat when they can get through. It's been lovely to have everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. And yeah, we will keep everyone updated on season 2 things. We're hoping to talk about Kickstarter stuff in the coming weeks, and talking to people about next steps and all that stuff. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, please, stick around, share fan art, share memes, let us know you enjoy it, put a review online, let us know. And yes, hopefully we'll get season 2 made, and then make season 3 and finish the story because we've had such fun working with everyone. But thank you so much for all your help, all your support, and yes, and thank you to everyone today for coming to the stream and spending time with us. So yes, so I'll end the stream in a second. So thank you so much. If you guys can stay on air for a bit, and then I'll turn it off here. But thank you. Bye, everybody. Yes, true. A year ago this was a bit of a pipe game, and now we've released it, so it's amazing. But yes, thank you, everyone. Have a good night, and we'll speak to you guys soon. Bye. Okay, we are offline. I'm so sorry. I think near the end, everyone was like, the audio is a bit difficult. I think it's because there's so many of us trying to talk, not like over each other, but just the bandwidth was having a bit of an issue. But thank you so much. This has been recorded, so we can put it straight online, so that shouldn't have any problems with the actual recording. Just streaming it, I think. But yes. I am not, because the router is in the other room.